If only they knew. That was what the old woman whispered every night as she lay on the cold, hard ground, her body wrapped in dirty rags that smelled of dust and sweat. She looked like someone whose life had completely forgotten. Her hair was rough, her face lined with age, and her clothes torn. People crossed the road when they saw her. Children laughed at her. Traders hissed at her. Young women mocked her. Some called her mad beggar. Some called her dirty witch. Others spat near her feet, as though she was not even human. But none of them knew the truth. She was not poor. She was not homeless. She was not lost. She was the mother of a billionaire, the only son she had in this world. And she had chosen this life of rags for one reason: to find her son a wife. Not just any wife, but a woman with a true heart. A wife who could love, not for wealth, but for humanity. Every morning she sat by the market gate with her cracked bowl. The sun beat down on her head, the dust of passing feet covering her face. But she never moved. She just sat there silently, watching. The girls who passed by often laughed at her. Some held their noses and called her filthy. Some poured their leftover food on the ground instead of sharing. Some even pushed her bowl aside with their shoes, spilling the few coins inside. She said nothing. She only looked at them with tired eyes, whispering inside her heart, "If only you knew who I am. If only you knew why I am here." But there was one girl who was different. Her name was Ada. Ada was not rich. She sold vegetables by the roadside to feed her mother and two younger brothers. She worked hard from sunrise till night, but no matter how busy she was, she always noticed the old woman. Whenever she passed, she greeted her with respect. She called her Mama. She sometimes gave her food, even when she barely had enough for herself. One hot afternoon, when she saw blood on the old woman's bare feet, Ada removed her own slippers and gave them to her. Her friends laughed at her. "Ada, stop wasting your kindness on that useless beggar. She's nothing but a curse. Don't let her smell follow you." But Ada only smiled and said, "It costs me nothing to be kind." One afternoon, the old woman decided to test everyone. She collapsed suddenly in front of the market, falling hard to the ground. People gathered quickly, but not to help. "She has finally died," someone said. "Leave her there," another added. Some even laughed, covering their noses as if the smell of death was already in the air. Not one of the young women who mocked her moved closer. Only Ada. With tears in her eyes, Ada ran to the old woman's side. She knelt on the dusty ground, lifted her head, and begged people for water. When no one answered, she ran herself, fetched water, and returned to clean her face. She stayed with her until the old woman opened her eyes again. That moment touched the old woman's heart deeply. Ada had no reason to help her, yet she did. She had no riches to offer, yet she gave what little she had. That night, Ada saw something she would never forget. The market had closed and darkness had covered the streets. Ada was packing up her vegetables when she saw the old woman walking away, not in rags, but in fine clothes. Her skin was glowing, her hair neat, and gold jewelry sparkled on her hands. A black car with tinted glass was waiting for her, with guards standing by. Ada froze, her heart beating fast. The old woman turned, her eyes soft, and smiled. "My daughter," she said, her voice gentle, "you are the one I have been waiting for." Ada's voice shook. "Mama, what is happening? Who are you really?" The woman stepped closer, resting her hand on Ada's cheek. "I am not poor. I am the mother of a billionaire. I came here to test the hearts of young women. I wanted to see who would show kindness without gain. Out of them all, you are the only one who passed." Ada's knees weakened. She could not believe what she was hearing. Weeks later, news spread like wildfire. Ada was no longer the poor vegetable seller at the roadside. She was now the wife of one of the richest young men in the country. Their wedding shook the entire town. Cars lined the streets, music filled the air, and gifts overflowed. The same girls who once mocked the old woman stood outside the gates watching with regret. Their eyes were full of tears as they whispered among themselves, "If only we knew. If only we knew she was the mother of a billionaire. If only we knew kindness was the test." But it was too late. And the old woman, now dressed in royal beauty, looked at them one last time and whispered with a smile, "If only they knew." It takes nothing to be kind. Whatever good you show out there will in one way or the other come back to you. If you find the tale educational, please like, share, and subscribe so that you can be notified when we post more stories like this.